Belfast is a city with a complicated past, and a history that's still written across its streets. But Belfast in 2026 is a very different place. Although not everyone was celebrating.
It's a sin, and it's a sin to celebrate it.
And apparently Lidl has opened a pub. Good morning, welcome to Walshy's Travels. Today we're flying to Belfast. I'm visiting Belfast today to experience the many sides of the city. What are you doing here?
Oh, g'day mate, how are you?
Didn't expect you here.
I'm going somewhere, I'm not quite sure.
Today I'm joined by my father-in-law, Grumpy Greg, as we fly to Belfast. We'll hire a car and spend the next 13 hours exploring the city before catching our 9:30 p.m. flight back home tonight. Belfast is just a short 1-hour flight from Manchester, making it perfect for an extreme day trip. As it's a domestic flight, there's no passport control to worry about, so we can simply leave the airport, grab our rental car and head straight to the Titanic Quarter. We've arrived at Titanic Belfast, built on the very shipyard where Titanic was designed and constructed, making Belfast inseparable from the story of the world's most famous ship. Titanic Belfast was really interesting, although the initial exhibits were extremely busy. We then waited around 20 minutes for the shipyard ride, which after all that anticipation, was honestly a little underwhelming.
Okay, Tommy.
For me, the later sections were far more fascinating and at times genuinely moving, especially the personal stories and seeing real artifacts recovered from the Titanic, including life jackets and deck chairs. At the end, you can have your own Kate and Leo experience or browse the Titanic-themed souvenirs in the gift shop.
I found the ride to be underwhelming, but as you went through the displays, it's just sombre and very emotional.
We're currently walking through the dry dock where the Titanic was built over 100 years ago. While the dry dock where Titanic was built is no longer in use, the Harland and Wolff shipyard next door continues its shipbuilding legacy today. Next, we visited Titanic's tender, Nomadic. For me, this felt like the closest you could get to stepping aboard Titanic herself, as it carried first and second class passengers out to the ship on her maiden voyage. Belfast's identity is certainly tied to the Titanic, but that's only part of the story. We then drove to explore Belfast's famous murals. We'll leave the politics to those who live here, but we couldn't visit Belfast without seeing this side of the city for ourselves. We were genuinely surprised to learn that these peace gates are still closed each night, even today. After spending time here, it was clear that Belfast's past is still visible today, but so were the messages of peace and hope for the future. What fascinated us most was seeing how these walls tell stories of the past, the present, and hopes for the future, all within just a few streets. I'll be honest, walking around by ourselves felt a little uneasy at times, although that may have been completely unfounded. It was getting close to lunchtime, and on our way back to the car, we spotted a shop serving Irish stew. It looked too good to walk past. As we drove through Belfast, the murals continued to tell the story of the city around us, but we were now heading somewhere completely different, and to be honest, I had no idea what it would be like.
The Lidl.
We've arrived at the Middle Ale, an Irish pub owned by German supermarket giant Lidl, apparently using the pub to navigate Northern Ireland's strict liquor licensing laws. The pub is decorated in Lidl's colours, with grocery items adorning the walls, although a rather surly security guard told me I couldn't film inside, despite there being no signs saying so.
The little pub, well, it's a little bit different. It's quite cosy, and it seems to be full up with a lot of people. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. Yeah.
We then drove back into the city and parked in the Cathedral Quarter. It didn't take long to realise we'd arrived on Belfast Pride Day, with the streets packed with people and a real festival atmosphere. The atmosphere in the city centre was incredibly upbeat, with people of all ages, including plenty of families, enjoying the day. The bars were buzzing too, with plenty of people making the most of Belfast's lively social scene. Much to Grumpy Greg's annoyance, we took a shortcut through the modern Victoria Square shopping centre. Not exactly his idea of sightseeing, but it got us where we needed to be. The party atmosphere continued throughout the city, with the streets full of people enjoying the celebrations.
We need to go in. Sorry.
Not everyone was in a celebratory mood though, with some people taking to the streets to express their views.
A true Christian strives against sin. People are bringing it out into the streets. Yes, it's a sin, and it's a sin to celebrate it.
In front of City Hall, the celebrations continued, with a free concert taking place on the lawn and crowds enjoying the music. We stopped for a coffee, but the cafe was closed, so instead we got a free performance.
So it's time to open up the It's not perfect time.
In just one day, we've experienced the many sides, contrasts and contradictions of Belfast. From the city that built the world's most famous ship, to murals documenting conflict and peace, an Irish pub owned by a German supermarket chain, and a Pride festival in a city that some outsiders might perceive as more conservative, rightly or wrongly.
Yeah, it was a bit of an eye-opener. I thought it was probably going to be a bit more industrial. The Titanic museum was great. Looking at the murals was interesting. The little pub was certainly something I've probably never been to before and never probably going to go again. So that was interesting. But no, all in all, I enjoyed the day. It was good fun.
It's time to drop off the car and catch our flight home. Everything's gone to plan, so we're looking forward to a relaxing journey back.
Well, here we are back at Belfast Airport. We've been to the Titanic Museum, we've seen the murals, we've even visited the Lidl pub. And then we went back into the city to see modern day Belfast. There are many sides to Belfast and I'm not sure which one I like best. But what I do know is that I really did enjoy my time here. For today, that was a perfect introduction to Belfast and one I'll definitely recommend to anybody.
I spoke too soon. EasyJet messaged to warn us of a slight delay, which soon became a much longer one, and our plane hadn't even left Liverpool on its previous flight. Then, to make things even more comfortable, around 200 passengers were sent to a gate with just 10 seats, before being asked to queue. Finally, with Greg at peak grumpy, the gates opened and we were sent outside to queue in the rain, waiting to board the plane. Right, we can finally relax now. Surely that's the end of our transport problems. Maybe not, it's the dreaded airport bus. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up.